What's my lane again?
It's an animated show.
Cartoon.
I don't watch cartoons.
I'll be more prepared next time.
Yeah, it's called the Baby Chicken 2000. It cuts up Baby Chicken.
I go by the PG-13 rules. I get 2 and a...
Are these historically accurate?
I think we should call this segment What Not to Watch.
Completely unqualified pop culture opinion.
Hi, and welcome to another
I'm
episode
Jerod.
of What's My Lane Again. I'm Chris.
I'm Tasha.
What? I said it.
That's your cue, people. God.
Who are you talking? Who are you talking about? Wow. What?
I'm last.
Well, I went. Hi, and welcome to
And I
another
said, I'm
episode
Jerod.
of What's My Lane Again.
after
I'm
that.
Chris.
I'm Tasha.
Yeah.
Jerod, you are the third.
So what order are we going in?
All right, take 4. Hi, and welcome to another
You,
episode.
Tasha, me, Sean.
Oh, the same order
It's
we
all
always
the
do.
same order.
That's exactly what I
Sean
did.
just
I
knows
don't
he's
know.
last, so he has to wait for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, me, Tasha, you, Sean.
Okay. Yes, I did.
Me, Tasha, you, Sean. You didn't.
And then I said my name.
You went.
Take 6.
All right, takes us.
I'm just
Like
I'm just
5
gonna do it
minutes.
again.
I'm Chris. I'm Tasha. I'm Sean. I'm Jerod. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? All right. Hi, and welcome to another
I'm Jerod.
episode of What's My Lane Again. I'm Chris.
I'm Tasha.
Just want to make sure. I said it fast enough. All right.
I'm Sean.
So, how's everyone been? I know it's been a couple weeks since our last recording.
I've been great.
Tasha, where were we?
We were in D.C. and New York.
DC and New York. We actually
What was that?
went and saw some Broadway shows.
We did.
Yeah. So that's very pop culture-y. Good. Well, the first
Good.
one we saw was The Play That Goes Wrong,
That's an off-Broadway show.
which is an off-Broadway show,
How-
but it was amazing.
It was so funny.
It was very funny. This is the show that the girls did in high school, but it's much better
Oh.
on an actual professional stage.
Yeah, because they can do stuff we can't do.
Theirs is much better.
So
Your guys just sucked.
I
Good
have
job,
to say,
Dad.
though, for a high school production, it was amazing, which made me want to go see it on a professional level. And there were things that the professions did that there is no way any high school could do. I mean, they literally crashed the whole set. The whole set comes crashing down around people in Buster Keaton style, where they're standing there and it falls around them. So they're standing in a doorway, and the whole set just comes crashing down around everyone while they're just standing really still.
Yeah.
Really don't think they could do that in high school without
Yeah.
murdering someone.
And the electrics fall and stuff.
The electrics fall and spark, and he has to swing from the electrics down to the stage.
what the hell is it?
So I don't really think a high school could do that.
I think a school district would be like, "You're doing what? We're not getting
What the
sued."
hell's a Buster
Like, no, you're
Keaton?
not doing that.
Go ahead, Jerod.
What does that even mean? Is that Michael Keaton's brother, Buster Keaton?
You just disappointed my father.
I don't
There's
care.
the look of disappointment.
That is the look of disappointment. One of Buster Keaton's most famous scenes is where he sits down on a plunger that it's dynamite, and the whole front of an actual building falls. He's sitting here, and it goes, and the doorway just falls with him right there.
One
of the most famous
I will
Buster
say,
Keaton
I will
scenes, really?
repeat my
Do you know who
previous
Buster Keaton is?
statement. What the hell is a Buster Keaton? So obviously I have no idea what that means, or who that is. Anyways, I know what you're talking about.
That's
where
the-
they
Yeah,
oh
It's a human.
yeah, okay, sure.
he was a famous silent
We
film
weren't. I wasn't
comedian.
alive back then. You were. Well, I know Charlie Chaplin, but I've never heard of Buster Keaton.
Right up there with Charlie
Michael
Chaplin.
Keaton's great grandfather.
I
Great grandfather.
great grandfather. Yes. Go ahead, Sean. Tell them how disappointed I am with people when they don't know what I know.
No, I was just going to make a comment that must have been during your childhood, right? That silent films?
During my, the
you
silent
grew up
film
with it,
era.
right? Yeah.
That's right. I remember being in the theater in the 1930 and hearing Al Jolson say the first words in a talkie. You ain't heard nothing yet. Oh, my heart just sank. And I was like, oh, wow. That was man. When the talkies came out, although it killed a lot of careers for some of my favorite actors, but cannot believe you don't know who Buster Keaton is.
I mean, he loved going to the movies. You know, took away his the depression. You know, that was really hard on him. So he was able to get away, go to those silent films.
Living in the Dust Bowl.
Yes, I know the Dust Bowl.
That was a place during the Depression, Jerod.
I know. Oh.
People. No. Tasha probably knows because she just had AP history.
Yeah. Also, you learn about that in like 7th grade, 6th grade, the Dust Bowl that led to the Great Depression.
The Dust Bowl did not lead to the Great Depression. The Dust Bowl was
right
part
before.
of the Great Depression. The Dust Bowl is what they named where they all migrated to when they lost their homes.
Is that correct, Sean? You're the history major.
Anyways, this isn't a history
Chris
podcast.
Here. Let's make sure that's correct.
Yeah, wasn't there something?
Yes.
No, that was not historically accurate. But most of our show isn't historically accurate, so it's okay.
The Dust Bowl was part of the Great Depression.
It
not
was.
The cause of the Great Depression, as I said.
It wasn't the cause. The cause of the Great Depression was after
the
World
stock
War
market
I.
crashing.
Was because of the stock market crashing because everybody was buying stuff.
What?
They lost all their income and shit. All of that.
Okay, that was a way to condense it into a easily formed wrong answer.
This podcast is historically accurate.
Just like
Anyways,
TV shows.
Yeah.
Back to my show.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and then the second show we saw was And Juliet. Where we got to meet. Who did we get to meet, Tasha?
Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone. Again, do people know who Joey Fatone is?
He is, actually. But, yeah.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, of course.
He's
Joey
part of
Fatone, NSYNC, one of the singers of NSYNC, became an actor. Yeah, there he is, Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone.
Who later starred in movies such as My Big Fat Greek Wedding. No?
Yep.
Is he's in this show?
Anyways, and Juliet was... He plays the dad. No, he plays the dad. He's actually in it. Because and Juliet, at the very end, there's sort of like a boy band section, and Joey Fatone is in it, which is the main reason why they hired him, because there's a whole section of they call it they were in a family musical group, but when they sing, it's basically a boy band because and Juliet uses modern music as their soundtrack, so it was. Bye.
Too many buys.
Bye. It's the song they sing from NSYNC, and they did the dance.
So you still can't get away from it.
Yep. But basically
later.
the premise of the show is not so much about Romeo and Juliet; it's about the life of William Shakespeare and his wife Anne Hathaway. Yeah. How she comes to watch a production of Romeo and Juliet, and she finds out that he wrote the ending to be very depressing, so she asked if she can rewrite it, and she basically rewrites the end of Romeo and Juliet where Juliet doesn't die.
Yeah.
And
one of my favorite lines from that is, I'm writing a happy play right now about a happy married couple. It's called Macbeth.
Yeah, that was good. Again, you have to be a Shakespeare fan to actually
if you don't know Macbeth, they're basically killers. The wife kills herself because she goes insane because she has all of this guilt about murdering the king, and so she is killing herself. Macbeth doesn't care. All of that. It's very weird. It's cool though. Go watch it. You don't ever say that in a theater though. Don't ever say Macbeth in a theater.
It's the Scottish play. It's bad
or
luck.
Macbrowski.
It's bad luck, apparently.
It's a curse.
Oh, but one
Macbeth
long time ago, someone was doing the show Macbeth, and a lot of bad things happened. People died, and so they're like, oh, now the Scottish play is cursed, so never say it in theater. But you can still perform it. You just can't say it.
You can perform.
So it's one of those theater superstitions. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, it's one of those theater superstitions. Like you're supposed to leave a light on the main stage, so it's called the ghost light to appease the spirits of the set of the stage.
Yes.
Theater people are weird.
Yeah, we're really weird. And so yeah, it was a really good show. I enjoyed both of them.
It was really good. It was.
And then we spent most of the time we walked to the top of the Statue of Liberty. Well, actually, my wife and my other daughter walked to the very top. Tasha and I walked up to the
base,
the
pedestal.
Pedestal, yeah, 176 steps,
Sure.
and then they walked an extra 132. So it was nice. It was the first time I've ever been that close to the Statue of Liberty. And then in Washington, D.C., we did all the monuments and the museums. And
Can I just tell you one thing that pissed me off and that I got in trouble for yelling because he thought that the island that the Statue of Liberty on was called Ellis Island. And I'm like, that's not Ellis Island. Ellis Island is a different place with a bunch of buildings where the immigrants went to get their citizenship. And he's like, no, this is Ellis Island. I'm like, no.
I was just trying to make her feel good.
No, he wasn't. He actually didn't know. Because he was actually arguing with me. And then finally, when he actually learned he was wrong, he was like, ugh.
I'm never wrong.
Yeah, you are.
You're very wrong about that. Now I'll give you my disappointed look.
Yes. We did have a argument about that, and she was correct. I thought that the island
Liberty
that the
Island,
statue
yeah.
was on was Ellis Island. It is not. It's Liberty Island.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
It's Liberty
The
Island.
Liberty Island.
Ellis Island is the little island right next to Liberty Island, where they did their stop-offs. To have their name just hacked and changed.
You know what's funny? You know how I remember what it's called? From Ghostbusters 2.
Is that when they reactivate
Yeah.
Liberty? Statue
Like
of Liberty?
Do all
Liberty
the work.
Island.
Yep. That's right. When they put
She
the
walks.
goo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she
Yep.
walks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the pad.
With the
With the
old school
joystick.
Nintendo controller.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one of the fun things about this trip is that my sister and my dad every time would point out if it was in a film.
Yeah.
Like,
Of course.
It was annoying. It was annoying, Kira, because I kept going, ooh, the Washington Monument. You know, that's the one that Spider-Man climbed in Far From Home. No. No Way Home?
Homecoming.
Homecoming, that's it. That's the one that Spider-Man climbed in Homecoming. And then I get
And
to
then
the
Kira's
top of
like-
it, and I'm like, this looks nothing like it did in Spider-Man. Like, there's no way this was... They did not film this here. Because we did go to the top of the Washington Monument. And I'm like, the little window that he crashes through. Like, when he crashes through, it's like this huge room that he's in where he's stopping the elevator from falling. But it's like this little tiny room, like you can barely walk around. Like, this was not the same room from Spider-Man. I feel
And then
gypped.
Kira was pointing out like The Purge was filmed
Yeah,
at the
because we were at the
Lincoln
Lincoln
Memorial.
Memorial. She's like, The Purge was filmed here. I'm like, uh-huh. So was Planet of the Apes. And then the other part I really liked was the Museum of American History, because there's one whole top floor of pop culture stuff. Of course, they added sports into it, so it was really weird. But it had like costumes from Star Trek and other cool movies, as well as Captain America's shield, and they had the Ember, the mosquito trapped in Ember from Jurassic Park, and they had the
Didn't
painting.
they have R2-D2 and
R2-D2 and C-3PO were there. Yeah, it was awesome.
I didn't go, but
No.
I saw pictures.
Yep, she stayed home.
I just
'cause she
love
was
how
tired of
he's
museums.
all. I just love how Chris is all excited about the pop
Yeah.
culture, but he's like, ugh,
That's-
icky sports. As he's going through,
Sports
it,
are
like,
part of pop
oh,
culture.
that's
so-
cool. Oh, why is that stupid sports there?
Yeah. What is that? Babe Ruth's baseball.
Nice.
So yeah, that was our trip. We did for 10 days. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It rained almost the whole time we were there, which
Yeah.
I'm sure annoyed the
Coming
other people, but we were like, oh, this is nice.
from
Right.
somewhere where it never
From
rains.
Phoenix, Arizona, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this rain.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it's rain.
Humid.
Except when it stopped raining and it got hot, it got really humid.
Yeah. Okay. So speaking of superheroes and movies and stuff, do you guys want to know the
Definitely.
results of our superhero movie/TV draft?
No.
Sounds like a
Okay. Next segment.
yeah. Well,
I know who
Sean
won
took
after the
my-
draft was
my-
over,
my
but
top
I mean,
two
I guess
picks,
if you
so-
want to tell us the numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will.
It's fine.
Okay, guys. You guys ready? So the votes, so they don't know the final votes only because I tallied up all of them, and most of the votes came from my Instagram, so I had all of them.
For sure.
So
She's
You guys-
cooler than us.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm also younger and hipper, so thank you.
I'm here. Taka, 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 taka.
You know the cool lingo.
What the hell? Okay. With 14%, we have the movies. Okay, you guys want the results or not?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, with 14% of the votes, we have Batman, 89. I really hope that's the one you chose. Deadpool, The Boys, and Avengers
Yay.
Endgame. That was Jared's pick.
Okay.
Woo! So he
Okay.
comes in fourth.
And
Yay.
third, with 18% of the votes, we have Avengers Infinity War, Deadpool and Wolverine, Hancock, and Smallville.
Right.
Seven.
That was
You got
Chris's
14%,
votes.
guys. You
You
said
got-
I wasn't going
Oh.
to get
You
any
got-
votes.
no, I had
beat
14.
Jared
18.
with my
I know.
Smallville.
No, it's bad.
Jared, you should
Very
be
bad.
embarrassed. He beat
That's
you
right.
with Hancock.
With,
Yeah, you had 14. I had 18, 17.
you had 18, Dad.
I had 18% with
With
Hancock.
29%
paid
of the
for those.
votes.
I think he paid
We
for those
have-
votes.
The Dark Knight, Daredevil, Spider-Man, and Iron Man.
Rigged.
Sean got second place
Woohoo, Sean!
There's no
second
way.
place.
No, rigged.
with
Absolutely rigged.
Wait.
with
Rigged.
How much?
39% of the
Collusion.
What percentage did he get?
Collusion.
with 39%. With
He had-
39,
he had- there's no way.
He had
But
29% of the votes.
he had 29% of the votes. With 39% of the votes, we have Lego Batman, WandaVision, The Batman,
hold on.
and Spider-Man No Way Home
The-
by me.
the-
I won the superhero movie TV
Sean got
draft.
50% on Chris's.
If you guys
one.
need the numbers,
So how
I
do
got
you get from 50% to 29%?
Go ahead, Jared. Do you want to? Yeah, but
Yeah, you want to see mine?
she got on
Yeah,
hers.
I think she has all her
yeah, on
friends vote
hers,
for
she
her.
got all the votes on her account.
Exactly.
But, he's,
my
but Jared,
Collusion.
but Sean's right. It's collusion. It was all her friends voted for hers.
You guys really want to know who
And,
voted for
and
me?
I'm pretty sure that because she didn't. I know she didn't say whose was what, but I'm pretty sure once they saw Lego Batman and all that, they're like, oh, well, that must be Tasha's, and they voted for hers.
Right.
Hey, that's actually my true friends did vote for what they wanted. And Sean, I hope you know your wife did vote for you on all of the accounts.
Yeah, she went to every single one and voted for you.
Really?
So talk about
Aw.
collusion.
Yeah, I talk about collusion.
Talk about
I
collusion.
didn't know.
Oh, don't worry, my sister went through and voted
whose
for my
voice?
dad.
You know whose voices? Whose husbands? Or, blah, blah. Do you know whose wives
Yeah.
didn't go and vote?
Yeah,
That's right,
my
Jared.
wife
Yours
looked
and
at
I
it.
did not
yeah,
go and vote
yeah,
on anyone's.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife was like,
My wife
"Eh, I don't
looked
really
at them and went,
I don't really
I'm
like
gonna
any of
stay
those
neutral.
movies.
Yeah. Mom once looked at it and went, I'm Switzerland, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife was just like, I'm going to stay neutral. If I was to vote, I'd vote for yours, honey. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I did win this one. I think so. I'm sorry, Sean.
Debatable. Collusion.
Yeah,
right.
so I'm just good at these drafts.
So do you have an update of where we're at for the year so far?
We've only played one other game. So the year in review, I told you that my dad was in the lead, but now me and Sean are not tied. It is now me in third place and Sean in fourth.
So
How did
Jared's
that
in second?
happen?
Yeah, Jared's in second.
Wow.
Jared has
So we're
one.
tied for
oh
first?
wait, no, me and Jared are tied for second. We both have won
Who's
4
first?
games. I don't know.
That you
My
won?
dad's won 6 though. No, my
you
dad
two are
has
tied for
6.
second. I have 6. I am.
My dad. He has
I thought I
6
was,
games.
I can never win the
I thought I
drafts,
was
but I win
last,
every other game.
so I don't remember really winning anything, but I'll take it.
No, you've been second for a
Yeah,
while.
because I have them completely updated because I have the scores right in front of me.
Okay,
The
sweet.
board is
The
completely
the
updated
scoreboard that
except for
means
the
is
draft
not
we
absolutely
just
nothing.
did.
Right. Got it. I think whoever loses has to dress up as a Powerpuff Girl at Fan Fusion.
Yeah.
That's right,
I'm
at
down.
Fan Fusion. I agree.
Yeah.
You better shape
The
up and
losers-
shape up there, Sean. Or shall I say Blossom? Is that it?
Because I'm a
Yeah.
bitch.
This
What?
is Jared's Buttercup because he's a bitch.
Okay.
The other way.
Wow. Oh, that's going to be kept
Here
in
you
the
go.
clip.
And then the other one's Bubbles. She's
Bubbles,
like
that's
the,
who I am. Bubbles.
Yeah. I have already designed all 3 of these boys, Powerpuff Girls. Don't worry, guys.
Yep. They will be in good taste when we wear the costumes.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It will not be a good
Exactly.
taste. Because we'll be wearing them with beards.
Yeah. Much as I can get.
Well, 2 beards and peach fuzz.
Yeah, 2 beers and puberty.
And me. I'm just there.
Thank you for the update, Tasha.
No problem.
So, Jared, I think you have some stuff to bring up about
Jared's
been-
asleep.
the
We're-
new
I haven't really
Superman
watched it.
coming out. I saw the new
He's
trailer.
old.
Looks good. The Jared sent us a little news story that people think the new Superman is basically Smallville season 11. Woohoo! I hope so because
He did?
everyone will be happy to know I finished Smallville on the plane
Oh, thank
home
God.
from Washington.
Don't hear about it anymore.
But hold on. He's reading Smallville.
Yeah, well, they know that. I was reading Smallville before I finished the show. I'm almost done with the whole comic arc as well. The Smallville comic reminds me of like the Timo version of DC Superman. It's like they have all the characters, but they're just a little different. That like, oh, I bought my Smallville on Wish. So they have Batman, but Batman doesn't have Robin. His Robin is like Batgirl, but they have Aquaman, but he just a little weird, a little different. He was from the TV show, so it's like it is the DC world, but just enough different that you're like something's kind of weird. I mean, even Batman's costume, you're like, just seems off. So, but I'm almost done with it. I'm just about done. One whole little storyline, they turned Superman into a Green Lantern. So yeah, I'm basically finishing up the comic on Smallville, but the show is done. I'm now starting the Adventures of Lois and Clark.
Is it?
Not sure
the
if
Dean
I'm going to
Cain
stick
one?
with that one. That one's just. I should have watched that one first because it's
What was
just
it? Terry Hatcher.
so Yeah, the Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher. It's just so
90s cheese at its best.
Yeah, at 90 cheese. And it's funny because, Smallville, like when you first started, they had cell phones, but they were still getting into cell phones. So it's like the flip phone and that. But in Adventures of Lois and Clark, they don't have cell phones. So like they're always at payphones calling. I mean, when Clark is staying in his first apartment, there's a cell phone or like a payphone right in his room. I'm like, that's just weird. It's a payphone in your room. But, it's 90s cheese. It was like one of the first incarnations of Superman since the movies. And it just, seems weird.
And it's also way more about like the Lois and Superman dynamic. Like it's a lot more of like a love story thing than more about Superman. Yeah.
And the actor who played Lex Luthor refused to be bald, so Lex Luthor in this one has hair. And it just you had your characters like your, although is this the one that had, no, that was the Flash. Mark Hamill in it, but no, that's the original Flash show. So I may stick to it, may not, because I've already watched like the first 7 episodes, and I'm already like, ugh. It's no Smallville. So,
We're so,
but yeah. So sorry,
He's not
Jerod,
gonna
I took over
include
your.
Smallville, even though he's
is
done.
it though?
Yeah,
Are you glad you watched
I will
all-
mention the
all
word
10
Smallville
seasons?
every time. It's such a good show. I'm gonna watch it again.
Okay.
It is. Oh, so glad. It was amazing. I
Okay.
did not get bored at once all 10 seasons. I loved the storyline from the beginning to the end.
I mean, I did watch it. I didn't watch it all the way through, and I haven't rewatched it. It's been when it was first coming out. I think I remember watching the last episode, just to see it, but I didn't watch. There's a big gap in there that I didn't, between seasons and stuff. So, but yeah, so I'm also doing kind of like I was told you guys a few episodes ago, I think, about the Summer of Superman, where I've been reading and watching a lot, pretty much all Superman stuff, pretty much, to get ready for the new movie. So the new movie also, it's different. I mean, it's not. It was just one person I saw that said it was going to be Smallville season 11. I also saw someone else post that it seems like it's going to be like Superman the animated series from the 90s as a live action. It's going to be like that. And then there's also early reports are that it's better than the Man of Steel. So, I mean, if you like that movie, this is going to be obviously a different take than that, but
that's a given. I mean, you're going to have your haters to begin with who are going to see it and go, "Oh, it's no Man of Steel," and I don't know why they rebooted it. It just seems so cartoonishy, but that's what I want. I mean, like they've been showing like little side by side pictures of like, this is the comic book, this is Krypton, his Krypton, this is Krypton from the other movies. This is the Daily Planet from the comic books. This is the Daily Planet from the other movies, and then his.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be a lot more comic accurate. So yeah,
which is am enjoying.
Comic book lovers will definitely enjoy that. So yeah, I've been reading the classic Superman stuff. I'm still going through that. It's so different than the modern stuff. Like, he was basically like a street level character where he was already like in disguise as Superman, but then he would get into a different disguise. And like one issue, he sees like this mine has like bad working conditions, so he dresses like a miner and he takes the owner of the mine down there and has, puts him in the elements, and then the guy's like, "Oh, I treat my people so bad, and now I'm gonna change my mind," and all this stuff. And then and then another one.
So hold on. So you say So you're saying that he dressed up as an OSHA worker?
Yeah.
He went down and went, basically these are really hazards for my employees.
Yeah, he dressed up like a teenager.
When you said minor, when you said
like
minor,
a coal mine.
Yeah.
that's what I thought. I'm like, what?
Yeah, in mine
What
shafts.
is he planning on doing?
One of those people who go down in mine shafts and use a
coal
big
mines or
No, what's
pickaxe.
that
mine
going to like
that.
coal mine and
Get
stuff?
coal?
So
I don't know what
it's
he
a lot of
meant.
that. Like there's no like, extra. He's not. It's not like cosmic. There's no, big bad guys really. He's just fighting. He's just like solving little crimes, and like someone's like trying to get into the one of the issues. He like used some real estate scheme to like become a millionaire. I was like, okay, that's interesting. Like he's in it for money. Okay, so it's a lot different. But then I've been reading some more modern Superman. I read All Star Superman and Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. All Star Superman by Grant Morrison is like, kind of put up there as one of the best Superman stories ever. It wasn't really that for me. I thought it was like the beginning was good and the end was good, and then there's very disconjointed in the middle. Like the issues don't really flow together. It's just kind of really like it doesn't really go well together. I'm not a huge fan of Grant Morrison, so but it was one of the recommended books that I was talking about for inspiration for the movie, so did read that. And then also Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, which is by Alan Moore, which was actually really good, so I enjoyed that. So yeah, it's good. I'm just trying to, it's hard to get through these classic 30s and 40s issues though, because they're just not, it's not current. Yeah.
It's always hard to get through the old classics because, in our time, like, we all want like the flying action hero Superman who's defeating the bad guys with special powers. But you go back to those old 30s and 40s, it's like they're fighting like the guy who's robbing a bank and the guy who's like jaywalking. Like that's an episode where you're like,
yeah, it's a lot of that. Like Superman against a mob boss. It's like, really? Like that's, that's nothing for him. So he's more like a Batman character in these early comics than he is what that's we know Batman's of Superman now. So,
yeah.
And then on the movie side, I decided to watch all of the standalone live action Superman movies. So starting with the 1978 Christopher Reeve 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I watched Superman Returns and The Man of Steel.
Christopher Reeve.
Those first 4 Christopher Reeve Supermans are not good. Like just like the science and the physics and
oh my god, the science in it is just horrible.
But it's not even that the 80s graphics and stuff. But I can deal with that. It's just the writing's not very good. Like it wasn't that like there's just some scenes like the dialogue is just terrible.
Nope.
So but I got through them, and I mean I hadn't seen Superman 3 as much as the other ones. Like that's the one I've seen only a couple of times, and it's just like the whole thing with Richard Pryor, and like all of a sudden he's like a computer genius. Yeah. Out of nowhere, he's just like
Richard Pryor. Yeah. Creates kryptonite using the ingredients from cigarettes. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, he turns into like Bizarro Superman, kind of, or he's the bad Superman. Yeah, but he's at the bars just chugging whiskey out of the bottle, and he's like, I hope you don't plan on me saving you. I don't do that anymore. And and then he hooks up with that girl in the movie, and it's like, yeah. And then all of a sudden he splits in two, and then
yeah,
exactly.
Rips her open because he's superhero. Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember watching that as a kid, going, "What is going on here? Like, why did he just split into 2 characters?" But yeah, you got to remember, like episode 1, the first movie. He turns back time by stopping the Earth's rotation and then spinning it the other way. I don't think
that's the way things work. And then, the whole thing with him, like, him taking out Lois and flying her around and then he kisses her and erases her memory. Like, that's a little weird. That's a little, like, date rapey or,
May remember, yeah.
It's like...
Is that how that works?
Sorry, you probably cut that part out.
Right, a little bit.
Well, it was okay. I had to say, I'll. Yeah, no, that's fine because I think it was a little bit date rapey. Like, hey, if I kiss you, you forget everything I did to you. We did have sex at the Fortress of Solitude, but now I'm going to kiss you, and you're going to forget everything we did.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, the Fortress
in the second movie, yeah. I mean, he gets rid of his powers. They have relations at the Fortress of Solitude, and then General Zod is taking over, so he's got to get his powers back and beats them. And then he goes like, okay, well now I need to make Lois forget everything, so I'm going to use my magical kiss. I compare it to like the old 1930s comics where we just make up powers to help the storyline along. How are we going to make Lois forget everything that just happened in this whole movie? Oh, I know. We'll have Superman kiss her, even though he's been kissing her the whole time. But it's this special saliva.
Which makes absolutely no sense. And then he does the same thing again.
You forget.
Yeah, roofie saliva. Yeah, and he does it.
He has roofie saliva.
So, yep, Superman 4. Which little trivia? Who played Lana Lang in Superman 4?
Oh, I don't know her name, but
Who played Lana Lang in Superman 4?
She was in Smallville, wasn't she? She was...
Annette O'Toole. Right. She played Martha Kent in Smallville. Okay, so what did you think? Now, I'm going to be honest, and it may be an opinion most people don't like. I did not mind Superman Returns. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone thought. I did kind of hate the storyline where they made the child his of Lois Lane. Because as Mallrats is every...
And you know, Mallrats is canon in the Superman universe, so, yeah. But yeah. Right, yeah. But he knows, his Superman.
Are you kidding? Kevin Smith knows his Superman. So as we've said, Superman could never have a child with a mortal. Because that baby would just kick its way right out of the womb.
Right.
So that was the only part that I was like, eh. But I didn't mind that movie with Kevin Spacey.
Superman Returns, which is supposed to be a direct sequel to at least the first two movies. Yeah, to the after the second one. So it's a sequel. Yeah. Two. Correct.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a direct sequel to 2, as in 3 and 4 didn't happen.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was good.
Oh.
They kissed and had a baby. Yes, Tasha. That's how that works.
Yeah.
No,
that's how that works.
I'm saying it goes straight to the... I'm 16. Gross. I know how it works. No.
Ew.
Ew.
Okay, anyway, so what you're saying.
When a mommy and a daddy kiss.
Oh my god. I was asking, does it go to it's like a sequel because like the other two movies are erased? Nope. One movie,
well,
it's
the kiss doesn't erase the movies. What? It just erases Lois Lane's memory of Clark Kent as Superman. But
yes, she's making a joke.
Superman Returns was basically like a sequel to Superman 2. They kind of skipped over 3 and 4 like they didn't exist, which, good for them. But it basically Superman Returns takes as if after Superman 2 he left because he heard that Krypton was reformed somewhere, so he left Earth to go find Krypton, and while he's gone she gets remarried but has a child while she's gone, and you find out that the child was his, and she got pregnant right before he left, which indicates but I mean married. if you think about it, she got married to Cyclops.
So she got married to someone else.
Cyclops.
So let's say like a year or so. And then she's pregnant. I don't care right now. So she was pregnant before she met Cyclops.
Yes.
And so she was
they weren't
had
married.
A baby, got married.
They're engaged.
Okay. So how did she know it wasn't his kid?
Well, the Herman James Mart, they were engaged, and the kid in it is like 7 years old, 8 years old.
Oh, I thought it was like a child.
No, it's like 8 years old,
like a baby.
And again, if you're going,
Superman was gone for 5 years.
Go ahead, Jerod.
Go, Jerod.
When he comes back in Superman Returns, so they don't really explain like when she had the baby, or whether she doesn't seem to know. Like she's asked like who's the father, and she says like Richard, who's James Marsden. But it's like, does she remember? Does she? It's not really explicit whether she knows that it's Superman's kid or not, and whether she remembers because he made a maybe
right because when in Superman 2, she has sex with Clark Kent when he has no powers.
Right.
So therefore that's when
she doesn't remember it.
Wait, because I've never seen Superman 2. So that makes it even worse. I've seen that movie, the Superman Returns. So it was date rapey. and she got a kid from it that she didn't know was his.
Yep.
So she just wakes up. She's like,
Yep.
I got pregnant. I don't know
Pretty
how.
much.
She had
Yeah,
like a miracle
that's it.
birth.
Oh no! I got another
She's
Mary.
like,
Yeah, because
I
she
had
doesn't.
the
I don't think she
second
really
Jesus.
figures it out until he starts using his powers.
Oh.
Yeah, it puts a whole different
That's
light
so
on
screwed
that.
up.
On
That
that
puts
movie.
a whole different
You think about it like
context.
that, and like the kiss, and yeah, it's a little.
the whole,
it's,
Yeah.
the whole
I'm
kiss.
kind of
Yeah.
surprised they kind of went with that in that movie because that movie was made in
Oh,
2006.
yeah.
It wasn't made in the 80s. Ugh.
Yeah, because now you hear it now talking it out. We're all like, "Ew."
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Talking
Yeah,
it out
I
and
did not
like
get all
analyzing
that.
it. Nope, not good.
I've never watched any of the original Supermans, but I
Right.
saw Superman Returns, so I did not get that context.
you might not
seeing that
get it
movie.
if you don't watch them. And like, I mean, I just happened to watch them all in like within
That's
a
why
couple
we're
of
here.
weeks span, so it was like fresh in my mind, and it was like, and I was watching with my wife too, and she was like, "Does she remember, or did he wiped her memory? Does she know, like, does she remember hooking up with Superman?" And I was like, "Well, it doesn't seem like it. 'Cause she's not. She doesn't think that it's. She still thinks it's the other guy's kid." Which means that she hooked up with the other guy like right after Superman left. So, yeah,
Yeah, that was like, see
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
that
confused
morning
on.
period must have like, been really short. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, Superman
Yeah,
left. You want to have sex?
right.
3, 2, 1. Hey!
Hey, James Martin, you want to do it?
He wasn't back then.
I mean,
though.
he is his daddy, so
barely
Yeah,
excited
exactly.
about
Yeah.
So, okay, then what did you think of Man of Steel? You went on to Man of Steel.
Well, going back to Superman Returns, I completely forgot that cast. Like, I didn't. If you would have asked me like who was Lex Luthor, I wouldn't have guessed Kevin Spacey. I was
yeah.
I completely forgot he was in it. Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
That was Kevin Spacey. And then who played, what's her name? What's
Parker Posey.
No, what's her,
was,
the girl, she's
Tess
from
Mocker.
Superman.
Well, she's
I forget her name.
Yeah, it's Kitty.
The character's name.
Well, they just call her Kitty, but yeah, she's supposed
yeah,
to be. Miss-
Parker
they don't call
Posey
her Miss
was
Tessmacher.
Tess Mocker, that's it.
In that movie, but she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was just like,
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that cast. Yeah, and Cal Penn is one of the.
Oh yeah, it was a good
Luthor's
cast. I remember.
henchmen, and it was like, yeah, it was like, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, moving on to Man of Steel. Yeah, I mean, overall, it was a pretty good movie. Yeah, it did have a good cast. The Man of Steel
Okay,
is
moving on to Man
a
of
very different movie. Like, you get a lot more of the backstory with Jor-El and Zod and Krypton, and you see all of that. And it's a lot different tone. But then, of course, the whole thing with Lois Lane like finds out that Superman is Clark Kent like right away, and she, because he's like kind of on the run, and he doesn't really become like the Clark Kent reporter until the very end of the movie. So it's a lot different. But I mean, as far as like the action scenes and the overall story, I mean,
Right.
I think I'm not saying, I would say out of the 6 movies, The Man of Steel is probably the best one. But you got to look at kind of what we're ranking. Like the movies are not really, any of them are that great. So Man of Steel is probably the best of what we got so far. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping that we get like a really good Superman movie and, Superman franchise going forward. So
Yeah. Actually, I'll agree with you. I mean, even though I didn't really care for the Man of Steel, it is probably the best Superman movie we've had so far. I think the TV shows and
Yeah.
the cartoons have far
Agreed.
surpassed anything we've had on the big screen so far. So that's why I have good hopes for James Gunn's
yeah,
movie.
I'm looking forward to it.
See, I liked Man of Steel. I thought it was a good movie. I know you guys. I mean, I think it was even a good movie beyond a Superman movie. So, I thought it was good.
All right. Well, that was
I
our
have no
podcast
opinion.
on Superman. Cool. But yeah, I'm excited to go see the new one. I got my tickets already. So
All right.
we saw The Life of Chuck. You guys seen that?
You know what that is? It's a it's based on a Stephen King
I want to
short
see
story.
that. It's
a
book.
And it has Tom Hiddleston, who is Loki.
Yeah, Stephen King short story.
It's
Tom Hiddleston,
and
but has
Tom
a good
Hiddleston
cast,
also
doesn't it?
Kieran Gillen, who was the blue girl in Avengers. Gilliam, I forget her name. Gamora Nebula.
Karen
I was gonna say Gamora's sister.
Nebula
In
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I like to think
Doctor Who.
I like to think of her as Amelia Pond from Doctor Who.
The Life of Chuck. It's out of the theaters now. Thursday was actually the last. I think it was only in the.
Yeah, I heard it's really good. I want to
for
see
like
it.
a month or something. It's gonna be. It was a quick run, and then it'll be streaming.
Yeah, it was.
soon,
It was a quick run,
but it was.
Yeah, it was. I don't think that long.
It was good though.
It'll be streaming here.
It was a good cast. It was a good movie. It's kind of like
this is a good
they started.
cast.
They show you
good
kind of the
cast.
end, and they work backwards to the beginning, which I kind of like. I like when they do that. It was pretty cool. So it's definitely worth a watch. Yeah, and of course it's Stephen King, so it has the Life of Chuck. It's
All right,
it's Stephen King, so
it's Stephen King. So what?
It has a little bit of a supernatural element to it, but not much. But otherwise, it's just kind of about this guy's life, and it's just it's a cool way they laid it out. So my wife really liked it because there's a lot of dancing and math in it. So.
Then Mom will like it.
I wasn't told there'd be math in this movie. All right, Sean. So you have a game for us. Go ahead and take it away.
All right. So this is a fun game where you're gonna have to guess the superhero, both Marvel and DC, based on their rogue gallery. Now, I purposely found very obscure villains for each of these heroes, but I will tell you they are all well-known heroes. I didn't pick any obscure heroes.
Tasha, do you know what that means? The rogue gallery?
No.
It means the bad guys they fight.
The bad guys.
Oh, okay.
We basically had to pick the superhero based on the bad guys they fight.
Oh, yeah.
But they're going to be obscure bad guys. He's not going to say like Lex Luthor, the Joker.
Yeah, no.
All right.
And what I'll do, each one of them has 3 villains I'm going to name. And we'll, just for purposes of lag and everything else, you're all going to take a turn answering before I give you the correct answer. So, Tasha, for scoring purposes, you guys all could get a point if you guys all guess right. Cool. All right. So, and I'm going to mix and match between DC and Marvel. So, you'll have to get, so just know it's going to be both of them together.
Really quick.
So here's the first. Sorry. Yep.
We should also mix up who goes first each time. So it's not like if Jerod goes first every time and we know his answer's right, we're just going to say what he said.
Okay.
So we'll start with Jerod.
So how about we'll do Jerod, Chris, Tasha, and then back and forth.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right. So here's the first one. The rogues are Condiment King, Calendar Man, Maxi Zeus.
Batman.
Batman?
Batman?
Confident. Man? Batman?
That's called, she didn't know, but since you guys both said Batman, she's like, I'm going to go with that one. Yes, the answer is Batman. I started off easier.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the next one. All right. So Chris is going to be the first one to answer on this one. So we'll go Chris, Tasha, Jerod. All right. The Spot, Big Wheel, Typeface.
I'm not sure. Spider-Man?
Miles Morales?
That is Spider-Man. No, you had to pick a Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Okay. Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
It is Spider-Man. It is a Peter Parker Spider-Man. So I guess Tasha doesn't get a point.
Yeah.
No, she does. She said, no, but isn't the Spot in No Way Home? No, I mean, Across the Spider-Verse?
Oh, it is. She's right. The
so
Spot
it is
in.
Miles Morales, too.
Yep.
Fuck you.
No language.
Sorry. But do I get the
I'm putting
point?
that.
Yes, we'll give you the point.
I'm putting that on YouTube.
Yep. I was trying to make it like I didn't know the answer, and I was just guessing one, so the Tasha won't right away go, "Oh, okay, Spider-Man."
I knew by the Spot. I did know because he's in No Way Home. No, Across the
He's across the
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. Okay, go ahead. Next one, Sean. And this is you
All
answering
right,
first
next
now, Tasha.
one.
Oh shit.
Yep, Tasha answering first. Yeah. Rainbow Raider, the Turtle, Murmur.
Heart attack?
No, these are main villains.
I
Villains
know.
to a
Main-
superhero.
Main heroes. Main hero. Well-known hero. Obscure villains.
Can I go? I want to say Superman.
The
Okay.
Flash.
Jerod?
The Flash.
I agree. The Flash.
Yep, it's the Flash. I obviously did not make these hard
I forgot
enough
he
for
existed.
Jerod and Chris.
I'm just lost.
I almost said Superman because
Uh,
I think he.
That was a good guess, though, Tasha.
Sometimes it
saying-
is,
would
but
you say
yeah.
Superman?
But
Yeah.
no, I was thinking at first Superman because I think
The
he
Turtle.
has the Turtle too, but the Flash
Yeah.
it was the Flash. Okay.
The Turtles one gave it away for me for the Flash.
Yeah.
okay.
All right, Jared, you're first.
All right, here's it. Yep, Jared's
Sweet.
first. All right, so next one, Stiltman, Matador, Leapfrog.
You say Stilt Man? Is that what
Yep,
you said?
Stiltman. Yep, Stilt.
Can you? Okay.
Can
As
you
in,
spell
like,
that?
stilts.
Definitely
Man,
Yep,
yeah.
Stilt.
Stilt.
So okay.
Man
Sorry.
who
Say
walks
him
on
again.
sticks.
Say him again.
Country of
Stiltman,
origin.
Stiltman, Matador, Leapfrog.
I don't think I know this once. I don't know. Ant-Man.
Superman.
I want to say I had someone in my head. Oh, Wolverine.
What'd you say, Tasha?
Wolverine.
Okay.
I don't
nope.
know.
It was Daredevil.
Oh,
All
Oh.
Daredevil villains.
like it sounds like Marvel
I haven't-
characters.
Not a
I'm
big
not
Daredevil
gonna
I haven't
reader,
read-
so.
I haven't read very much Daredevil either, but
I'm like, this gotta be one of those.
Well, I'm glad I was able to stump you guys. I was worried
Yeah.
there for a second that I didn't make them hard enough. All right. Here, okay, Chris is next. You're going first. Gentleman Ghost, Icicle, Sportsmaster.
Definitely a DC, is this?
Gentleman Ghost,
Oh.
Icicle, Sportsmaster. Are you praying to the
No,
superhero
I'm
gods
trying to.
of this?
The icicle's the one that makes me. Is. Oh God, this is.
is there a
I'm
timer?
gonna go.
Is there a time limit?
I'm gonna go with Batman. I'm gonna go with Batman.
Wonder Woman?
All right. Jared?
The correct answer
But you already
is
used that.
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow. No, is it?
It is. It is Green Arrow.
That's who I almost said Green Arrow.
Sportsmaster was the one that I knew. Sportsmaster was Green Arrow. And Icicle just seems like a decent.
I knew it was
Well
DC.
done.
I'm like,
Well done, Jared.
yeah, they all sound like DC
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So who's going first on this one? Tasha, right?
Tasha.
Tasha.
Okay.
Is it?
Yep.
I thought I just went first.
Yep.
Nope, I just
no,
did.
because that was praying to the Lord.
Yep.
All right. The villains are Trapster, Wizard, Dragon Man.
Doctor Strange.
Trapster.
Jerod?
That sounds like so familiar.
Yeah, Trapster.
Like
yeah,
I just heard Trapster recently somewhere, but Trapster, what was it?
Is
The other
Trapster, Wizard, Dragon Man.
Wizard, Dragon Man. Dragon Man. I'm gonna go Shang-Chi.
Trapster is what's getting me. He sounds like a lot like a jokester. I'm going to say the
I
Flash.
keep thinking of the Trickster, which is a Flash, but not Trapster is
Flash,
different.
yeah.
All right, it's Fantastic Four.
Oh!
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Those are all Fantastic
I-
Four villains.
Nice.
Dang.
All right.
We were on a roll in the beginning. Now it's like,
Wah, wah.
Jared's first.
All right. Yep, Jared's first. Right, here they are. Dr. Poison, Devastation, Duke of Deception.
Oh, that's DC for sure.
No idea. Duke of Deception. Green Lantern.
Yeah, Dr. Poison. Okay. So, Dr. Poison, Devastation, Duke of Deception.
it's the Duke of Perception that's getting me. It sounds
Yeah,
Deception.
that's the one that's throwing me off
like,
too.
Duke of Deception, yeah. Because before, I mean, they kind of all sound like Marvel villains until you get to the Duke of Deception, and that sounds like a DC villain. I'm going to go with Wonder Woman.
Tasha?
It's a good guess.
Aquaman.
Aquaman, that's good.
All right. So, Chris pulls it out of his ass. It is Wonder Woman.
Pull it down.
Oh,
The-
I said Wonder Woman
Nice.
earlier, bitch.
The
Sorry,
Deception
something
one was
bad.
one that kind of gave it away. The Deception one was the one because of Philosophy of Truth.
Oh, that's true. I wasn't thinking of it like that. Yeah,
I'm not
he
thinking.
he pulled it out of his ass.
I did. I'm not
Good-
arguing
good-
with that. I
good-
pulled that out of my ass.
Good guess.
All right. These are getting harder
Who's first? Who's first?
Chris.
now.
Okay.
You are. All right. Chris, it is Lady Stiltman, Ruby, Thursday, Turner Decentury.
I'm sorry, Lady Stiltman? All right, go over them again. I'm
No.
sorry. I got lost on Lady Stiltman.
Yeah. Lady Stiltman, Ruby Thursday, Turn Decentury.
Ruby Thursday. Okay.
What was the last one?
Turn Decentury. Turner D Century.
Oh, I looked up that out. I looked that one up with my obscure villains. Oh,
Yeah.
What was that?
Some villains are crossovers, just letting you know. Some of these are but it's all three belong to one hero. But some of them do cross over.
If I remember, I thought it was. Okay, question: will some of the heroes be repeated?
No.
Is that something
All
I
the
can ask you?
heroes- Nope. Yes. None of the heroes are repeated.
I already lost track of which heroes we've said.
Because I know. I thought.
It sucks for you.
Thanks, Jared. You're so helpful.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to do it again. Lady Stiltman, Ruby Thursday, Turner Decentury.
I really thought Lady Stiltman was Spider-Man, but we've already used Spider-Man. So, I think these are Marvel characters or villains. Then I'm going to say, who is someone that is right up there with? I'll just say Captain America.
Okay. Tasha?
I don't know. Is this a... I feel like this is a Black Widow.
Okay. What about you, Jerod?
Yeah, well, I was thinking, well, Lady Stillman. Well, Stillman was Daredevil's villain, so I think Lady Stillman is a female. So I was first going to say Elektra, but then I was leaning towards Black Widow as well. Elektra's not really a hero. Not really. I'm going to say Black Widow as well.
Black Widow is a good guess, but it was She-Hulk.
Is it She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
I'm like, it's She-Hulk. Once you said it's Daredevil, I went, fuck, it's She-Hulk.
How do you get She-Hulk from Daredevil?
Because in the TV show, she has sex with Daredevil.
Yeah.
That's what she was going with.
What does that mean? That doesn't make any sense. Okay.
That's where
Jared, you're not in my mind. My mind's connecting random dots to random stuff.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Tasha, first this one.
Oh, shit.
Tasha's the first one. Oh, this one's a hard one. Sorry, Tasha. All right. It is Ego, the Living Planet, The Stranger, Mangog.
Ego the Living Planet? That's the Guardians of the Galaxy's villain.
Remember, there is, I'm just letting you know, I'm not hinting either way, but remember,
there's crossovers.
There's all three. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
were the other
ones?
ones?
The other two?
The Stranger and Mangog.
Mangog?
Mangog.
Sound like you said Mangog.
The Mangog. Hold on. I'm trying to think, because I think there's another... There was another person connected to Egog. Oh,
Egog or Eon or Ego?
It's close enough. Flip
Well,
me,
see, the
bro.
problem is you're only thinking of the movie.
I am, because I only watched the movie.
This is from the
I know
comic
it's Marvel.
books. Yeah, it is Marvel.
Oh, so you know.
I do know.
Fuck.
I got it from Mangog.
Is it my turn?
No!
She hasn't answered yet.
What are you looking for?
The
Yes.
answer. That's what we're looking for. The answer.
No, Kira.
The answer.
Scissors?
Can you say an
2
answer,
words.
please?
Can't please say an
let's
answer.
try.
Tasha, focus.
Give me like
You should have a time limit on
Can we
that.
come back to me?
Come on. Yeah, go.
you get-
Just give a Marvel
you get 10
character.
seconds.
You already know it's
Go.
Marvel.
You get 10 seconds.
You know it's Marvel. Give a Marvel character.
Is it Captain America?
Thank you. That's an answer.
All right. Jared,
Doctor Strange.
Oh,
Chris.
And the answer is Thor, the God of Thunder.
It is Thor. It is Thor, the God of Thunder.
Mangog was like that creature that he fought in the comic books. It's like this yellow, gross creature. I didn't realize he fought Ego the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. They're like that celestial villains.
The gods, yeah, God, and they were one of the original, the celestial beings.
All right. Who's the next one? Is Jared, right?
Jared.
First?
Jared.
Okay. All right. So this is the Brain, Monsieur Mallah, General Immortus.
I have a
The
question.
Brain, Monsieur Mallah, and General Immortus. Yes, Stasha.
Can it be like villain turned good or no?
I mean, I don't know enough about all these villains to know if that's in their story, but these are all villains at one point.
What was
No,
so it was
I mean,
the
can our
brain?
answer be a villain turned good?
I mean, what about like gray
no,
area
I
where
mean,
they're
yes, they're like heroes.
Yeah.
okay? What about like gray area where
Daredevil
they're
is gray area.
like Deadpool's
They're
a
well-known
gray
heroes. Like
area?
Deadpool or like
Yeah.
Harley Quinn or
All right.
I guess.
What were the other?
but
Okay, so it was the brain. Who else?
The Brain, Monsieur Mallah, and
Monsieur
General
Mallah.
Immortus.
Green Lantern.
What about you, Chris?
Monsieur is the one who's getting me. I think I know that one.
I
But I
think I know
think-
the brain.
I think was it on the? But I think I got it from the TV show. I'm gonna pull this out of my ass. Is this Doom Patrol? Tasha, you're next.
Tasha.
I know. Hold on. The brain. Is this Teen Titans? No, Titans.
Teen Titans is also Titans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
same
that's
thing.
a good one.
Actually, it was Doom Patrol. Chris pulled out his ass again.
Wow.
Well, because Monsieur McGee is in the show, in the Doom Patrol show.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, is that how you
I
say
didn't
it?
watch
Did
the
I say it
show.
wrong? Did
Yeah.
I say it wrong?
I don't remember how you say it, but I the Monsieur Mentor.
All right. Who's next? Chris is first, right? Yeah.
I'm first, yep.
All right. Black Talon, Baron McCreeb, Malice.
What was the first one?
Black
Black
Talon,
Talon.
No, second one then. Black Talon.
Baron
Baron.
McCreeb.
Oh.
Macabre. I might be saying it wrong, but it's Baron McCabre and Malice.
All right, what were they again? Malice.
Black Talon, Baron McCreeb, and Malice.
I can see Malice. She was like a dominatrix character. I don't know who she fought. I think it was. We already said the Fantastic Four, so Baron. Okay, on this one, I'll go Captain America.
All right, Tasha.
Russ Baron. I'm stuck on Baron. That sounds familiar. Say the three again. I'm sorry.
Black Talon, Baron McCreeb, and Malice.
They're definitely Marvel.
I can see Malice. She has like spikes all over.
Is Avengers an answer?
The Avengers would not be an answer.
No, because it's made up of
Okay.
a whole bunch of different heroes.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Well, so is the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're more of a unit.
But they're more of always a unit. Whereas
That's
Avengers are made up of a bunch of heroes, where Fantastic Four is the Fantastic Four. Like
Because I kind of want
they,
to go.
when they join people, a lot of time it's them joining a group.
I'm in between Black Widow and Hawkeye for this one. I want to say
Which
Black
one?
Widow. Black Widow.
Okay. Jared.
Jared's looking at
I'm
his
stuck
dog.
on the. I'm stuck on the Black Talon. When it's, here, Talon. Only thing I think of is the Court of Owls from Batman.
Yeah.
So I'm
Batman.
thinking the Bat fam. We already said Batman, so I'm thinking the Bat family, and I'm already.
Oh.
I'm trying not to win anyways. So
Nightwing.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say Nightwing. Yeah, that was my first thought.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stick with that. I'm probably not
It
right.
is Black Panther.
now,
Black Panther.
Oh,
is Malice? Did you see pictures of these villains?
No, I did not.
Okay, I'm like, because I have in the head Malice was a like a dominatrix. She wore like this spiked helmet with like a very leathery outfit. Black Panther. That's good.
All right.
I've never really read
All
Black
right,
Panther.
who's the first one on this? Who's the
I think
first?
it's
Me.
It's Tasha. Yeah.
Okay, Tasha. The villains are Arcade, Mojo, and Spiral.
Mojo. And these are all DC and Marvel.
Arcade. Yes.
Okay, so it's not Powerpuff Girls. That's what I think of when
or
I hear
the
Mojo.
Ninja Turtles.
Mojo the monkey. Or the Ninja Turtles.
Arcade,
Magically
Mojo,
did a curveball,
and
and
Spiral.
it is. And it is Powerpuff Girls. Can I lock in on Powerpuff Girls?
No, they're not.
You
DC or
can, but you'll
Marvel.
be wrong. just pick a DC or Marvel character. It's not that hard.
It's DC, I want to say. Can I go? Can you give me Cyborg?
Okay.
Teen Titans. What is he part of? Teen
Teen
Titans.
Titans. Would you accept Teen
Okay.
Titans? Yeah, yeah.
Teen Titans, yeah. They're not that nuanced. It's not going to be like a member of a group like that. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
like the group.
that's why. Can you give me
In all these
Titans?
cases.
Yeah, we'll give you
Okay.
Titans. Jared?
All right, Jared.
I'm gonna say for the third time now, it's got to be on this list. Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Actually,
For the
I'm going to
third
go with
time.
Green Lantern as well. I'm going to go with Green Lantern as well.
Is the X-Men. Those are all X-Men.
X-Men.
Oh,
Because Mojo,
Sure.
the problem is, I hear Mojo, I think of
Mojo.
Powerpuff Girls. What were the other two?
me too.
Spiral and
What?
It
Arcade.
was Arcade, Spiral,
Arcade,
and Mojo.
that's one. Okay, Arcade was one. Also, one I was thinking of. I was thinking of Freakazoid.
Thinking-
Again, everything I thought of for these characters weren't
Yeah,
Marvel or DC.
Mojo.
All right, I'm going to do last one. All right.
Woohoo.
Okay, Jared.
So who we on? Jared? Okay.
Jared.
All right. The villains are the Prankster, Terra Man, and Mr. Mixpickle.
Oh, that one's hard because
XYZPTLK.
Mixoplex. Mixoplex. It's
Mis-
Mr.
Mr.
Mixoplex.
Mr.
Mixoplex.
Mahixaplex. It is Superman.
Oh, I'm Superman.
Can you say them again?
Tasha.
Can you say them
The
again?
Prankster,
But the problem
Terra
is,
Man, and Mr. Mixoplex.
that a lot of the
Heck.
Prankster and Mixoplex have been other characters as well.
Yeah.
But I'm still going with Superman as well. Two Superman.
You know, it'd be funny. What if I went Green Lantern for this, and it was Green Lantern? I want to
be.
go Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Nope, it was Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, I bet you it's
Superman.
Superman, but I think that'd be funny if it was Green Lantern. And this whole time they've been saying Green Lantern. Okay, I have the final score.
That's all that.
All right.
I think Chris won.
Yes, with 6 points. Chris won. Jared got 5. I got 2.
Hey, you got two.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Jared was close.
Nice.
Yeah, he was
okay,
very close.
Jared was close.
Yeah.
I think it was the one that pulled out of my ass that if I hadn't
The
pulled that
Wonder
out of my
Woman.
ass, we'd... All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this amazing episode of What's My Lane Again. Don't forget to go out and get your tickets for Superman. We'll all
Yep.
be there on opening weekend, and we'll discuss it on a future podcast once it comes out. As
Yep.
always, I'm Chris.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Jared.
Wait, do we do that? We don't do that.
We
No,
don't
No, we
do
don't,
that.
we don't do that.
That's
I
right.
was just
You
going
just
along.
say, "Go
I was
ahead,
going along
Tasha."
with it.
That's right. So
You say
Uh,
take it away, Tasha.
yeah, that's right.
I
I
like
say.
it.
All right. So take it away, Tasha.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at What's My Lane Again, all one word, and our friends over at hardcover_hideout. We're also on YouTube. Go subscribe to our channel. It is What's My Lane Again, all one word. Don't forget to rate and comment on whatever platform you're listening on. See you next episode when we ask, What's my lane again?
Completely unqualified pop culture opinion.